Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is the screen visible? Reply me, student. Is the screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on the last turn, we have discussed about design consideration and your technical consideration. So today is your last topic from unit number 2. That is building a warehouse, and the topic is your implementation consideration. As I told that building a warehouse depend upon two factors, business factor and technical factors. And after that, you have to consider lots of things to build a warehouse. And those lots of things that you need to consider is called your consideration. Okay? And you have to take care of the things at different levels. The first one is your business consideration. Then we go on, move on design consideration, then technical consideration, and finally technical consideration, and finally the last one is your implementation consideration. So up till now you have just discuss about the theoretical background of the warehouse. So in the implement consideration, these are the actual ones where you are building the warehouse by using access tools and by deciding your users. Okay. So there are the following logical steps that needed to implement a warehouse. And what are these steps? The first step is collect and analyze the business requirement. That I have told you that each warehouse is depend upon any subject, and to find out the subject, we have to collect and analyze the business requirement depending upon the subject. If you don't have the appropriate subject, you cannot build a warehouse. So first we will gather all the requirement and choose the subject, and then we'll move on. The next step is create a data model and the physical design. Create a data model means you are deciding a template. Template deciding means what is the dimensions of the data, what is the structure of the table, and a physical design. Okay. So the next phase is you are doing the designing consideration. Okay. Create a data model and a physical design. The third point is define data sources. Now, depending upon your subject, we have to choose different data sources. Okay. These data sources are nothing. These are basically your operational databases. Okay. So you have to define different data sources. These are your operational database. कितने हैं और कितने use करने हैं. Or if you want to consider any external database, you can also choose that. Next one is choose the DB tech and platform. This point will tell you about the technical consideration. Now you have to find out what is the technical feasibility of that? You have to choose a database spec and its relevant platform. Then the extraction of data from operational database, transfer it, clean it, and load into the warehouse. So after choosing your subject, after deciding your physical design, selecting the database, selecting the platform, you are come where the actual transformation will occur. And before the transformation, you have to do cleanup or transform the data before loading into the warehouse. And as soon as you load the data into the warehouse, you need, next point is you need a database access and reporting tool. Access and reporting tool will help you to implement the actual things. Okay. Because if you're applying any access and reporting tool, then only you can take any decision. Because access and reporting tools will give you your final answers. Okay. You are applying certain access and reporting tools and the generated output, either reports, either the result of queries, will help you to analyze the data and it will help you to take any further decisions. The next point is choose the database connectivity software. Now this is all about your infrastructure. You have to choose the connectivity softwares because there can be a possibility that data warehouse, the parts of data warehouse will rely into different server. So you have to choose a connectivity software. The next one is choose data analysis and presentation software. Sometimes it happens that you need to give a visual representation of that. To represent the data in a visual form, like in the form of charts, pies, for that purpose, you need data analysis and presentation softwares. And the last point is update the warehouse. Update the warehouse is your periodical update. Periodical, after a certain period of time, you can update the warehouse. And if there is any change in your operational databases, that can easily reflect into updates. The one thing is the changes. The next thing is the growing of the database, because as the time passed on, the operational database can be grow in size, and you have to reflect that size into your data warehouse as well. Okay. To transform the newly added data into the operational database, you have to do the update of data warehouse. Okay. So these are the certain points which you need to tackle and while designing a warehouse. These are the basically implementation consideration that you have to all take care while designing while implementing a warehouse. Okay, so you can relate it very much with your software engineering. In the software engineering में भी आपने ये सब चीजें पढ़ी होंगी कि SRS डॉक्यूमेंट बनाना है. अगर आपने पढ़ लिया है तो अच्छा है, नहीं पढ़ा तो अब पढ़ लोगे. सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग में किसी सॉफ्टवेयर का हम जब भी डिप्लॉयमेंट करते हैं तो ऐसे ही शुरू करते हैं. रिक्वायरमेंट एनालिसिस, designing phase, implementations, and finally testing and deployment. The same thing is here with the warehouse. Here what we are doing, we are collecting the business requirement, we design it, and after designing, we find out the sources, then we find out the technical platform. After technical platform, we'll convert the data from the selected sources into the warehouse. And after converting the data, we apply certain access tools. And when you apply the access tool, it will give you finally results. And on the basis of that results, you will take certain decisions. So we'll discuss some of the points from implementation consideration. The first point is access tool. So data warehouse implementation relies on selecting the suitable data access tool. The best way to choose this is based upon the type of data can be selected using this tool and the kind of access it permits for a particular user. It is actually the selection of the access tool will always depend upon the kind of user. मतलब user मतलब किस level का user का interaction है हमारे warehouse के साथ और कौन सा access tool उसको better visualization देगा. So there are so many kind of data tools that can be used. Let's see what are these access tools. The first one access tool is basically your tables, ranking data, and all these things. So the first access tool is your simpler tabular from the data. Simple tabular means you just have a simple table. Then ranking data is means or arranging of the data. मतलब those attributes are highly needed, those are less needed. So we can arrange in a ranking data. Then we'll have a multivariable data. Multivariable data is one data is dependent upon so many things. If you want to take a single decision, it depends upon so many variables. That is called your multivariable data. The next one is time series data. Time series data is if a particular data is stored at a particular time interval, then it is called time series data. एक इसका एग्जाम्पल देख लेते हैं कि जैसे अगर हमारा कहीं पर किसी को वेदर रिकॉर्डिंग करनी है तो दे will take the temperature at 9 a.m. then monitor the temperature at 10 a.m. then monitor the temperature at 11 a.m. So there is a duration of 1 hour in which the temperature is recording. So these type of data where there is a constant time period, 1 hour, monthly, weekly, then we called it a time series data. The next one is graphic charting and pivoting data. This is basically the visualization one जहाँ पे आप graph, charts, pivoting data ये सब draw कर सकते हैं. The next is complex textual search data. Complex textual search मतलब text data की बात कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो text data का भी use हो सकता है access tool में. Statistical analysis data, if you are applying any statistic on that, like taking the mean, median, mode, all these things, then it is statistical analysis data. The next one is data for testing of hypothesis, trend and patterns. Hypothesis means hypothesis हमने वो पढ़ा था कि like जब हमने वो पढ़ा था machine learning, a single observation can be falsify your thing. जहाँ पे एक स्वान वाला एग्जाम्पल दिया था, शायद आपको याद हो, यूनिट 1 में हमने पढ़ा था, जहाँ पे हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग थी कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा ऑब्जर्वेशंस पे यू हैव टू बिल्ड द हाइपोथेसिस, अदरवाइज इफ अ रॉन्ग ऑब्जर्वेशन यू हैव कंसीडर्ड दैट विल फॉल्सिफाई योर हाइपोथेसिस. तो ये जितने भी डेटा हैं जो आपको हाइपोथेसिस टेस्ट करने के लिए यूज होते हैं. ट्रेंड मींस कि हाई ट्रेंड है या लो ट्रेंड, इसका मतलब ये है कि डेटा आपका इंक्रीज हो रहा है टाइम के साथ या फिर डिक्रीज हो रहा है. पैटर्न मींस यू कैन एनालाइज द पैटर्न, लाइक जनवरी में हाई है मतलब विंटर्स में हाई हो रहा है, समर्स में किसी चीज का कंजम्पशन लो हो रहा है, तो दिस इज काइंड ऑफ पैटर्न्स. प्री डिफाइंड रिपीटेबल क्वेरीज का मतलब ये है कि अगर सेम ऑपरेशन ही आप बार बार परफॉर्म करते हैं तो दैट इज प्री डिफाइंड रिपीटेबल क्वेरीज. एड हॉक यूजर स्पेसिफाइड क्वेरीज का मतलब है कि sometimes you need a information arrange upon that particular need, another time you are arranging information on any other need. Okay, so these are the ad hoc query where you are not repeated queries. मतलब हर बार आपको यही, जैसे सेल्स का डेटा आपको प्रिडिक्ट करना है तो रिपीटेड डेटा है कि इस मंथ में कितनी सेल हुई, फिर हम इस मंथ में फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं, फिर फाइंड आउट करें, तो इसे रिपीटेड क्वेरी. पर अगर हमें ये फाइंड आउट करना है कि इस मैनेजर के अंडर कौन सी कितना सेल हुआ है, so this is an ad hoc query because if there are so many managers, so obviously the data will differs in each and every region. So these are the ad hoc ones. Reporting and analysis tool is basically your actually generation of the reports कि आपके जितने भी डेटा थे उनको फाइनली क्या रिपोर्ट जनरेट हुई. At the last we generate certain reports. Complex queries with multiple joins, multi-level subqueries, and sophisticated search criteria. These are the mainly used by those users who have complete access of the system. जहाँ पर वो कोई भी complex query write कर सकते हैं जो जिसमें multiple joins भी हो सकते हैं और कोई भी search criteria हो सकता है और उस user को उन सारे criteria पे access होगा. So these are all about your access tools. कि ये सारे एक्सेस टूल्स हैं जो यूज हो सकते हैं आपके डेटा वेयर हाउस के लिए इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए. और इनमें से कौन सा आपको सिलेक्ट करना है, डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर स्टोर्ड डेटा. ठीक है, जो भी आपका डेटा स्टोर्ड है उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको जब भी डिसीजन लेना है तो आप कोई भी एक टूल जो भी सुटेबल है वो आप सिलेक्ट करेंगे. The next one is your data extraction, cleanup, transformation and migration. This is actually the point where you are transforming a data from operational warehouses to your operational databases to your warehouse. Okay, so for that you have to give certain consideration. And what are these? The first one is the timeliness of data delivery to the warehouse. मतलब जब आप ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं तो देयर शुड बी अ टाइमली डिलीवरी. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आपका जो डेटा है वो किसी ऑपरेशनल डेटाबेस से 2 महीने बाद आ रहा है वेयर हाउस में, किसी ऑपरेशनल डेटाबेस से 1 मंथ के अंदर ट्रांसफर हो रहा है. तो देयर शुड बी अ टाइम. ठीक है, तो जो टाइम लिमिट आपने डिसाइड करी है तो देयर इज ऑलवेज अ ट्रांसफर ऑफ द डेटा विद इन दैट टाइम लिमिट ओनली. The next one is tool must have the ability to identify the particular data that can be read by the conversion tool. तो जो भी एक्सेस टूल आप यहाँ पर यूज कर रहे हैं that have the capability to identify a particular data and read by that. The next is the tool must support the flat files, index files, since the copied file is still in that type. मतलब आपकी जो flat है, index file है, ये सब read कर सकता हो. The tool must have the capability to merge the data from multiple data sources because we are considering the data from many operational databases. So it should have a capability for merging. कि आपके दो data को आपस में merge कर सके. The tool should have the specification interface to identify the data to be extracted. ठीक है, तो specification interface भी होना चाहिए कि जहाँ से data को हम extract कर रहे हैं. The tool should have the ability to read the data from data dictionary. अगर data dictionary मतलब आपकी data dictionaries हैं तो वहां से भी read कर सके. The code generated by the tool should be completely maintainable. It means जो access tool आप use कर रहे हैं और उससे जो code generate हो रहा है that should be maintainable. अगर कहीं पे error है तो you can rectify it. The tool should permit the user to extract the required data. जो भी एक्सेस टूल है वो परमिट करें कि आप डेटा को उसमें से एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकें. द टूल मस्ट हैव द कैपेबिलिटी टू क्रिएट समराइजेशन, एग्रीगेशन एंड डेरिवेशन ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड. समराइजेशन मतलब सम अप ऑफ द डेटा, एग्रीगेशन मतलब बहुत सारी चीजें उनका एवरेज ले लिया है आपने, एंड डेरिवेशन ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड्स मींस अगर आपका जैसे किसी एक से आप उसे इजीली कन्वर्टेबल रीडेबल एट्रीब्यूट में कन्वर्ट करना, जैसे जिसका एग्जांपल है date of birth से age में convert करना. This is the derivation of the records. Although the entries are the same, and depending upon the entries into the table, we are driving a new attribute, and that is very much easily readable to us, and that will help in decision making. So we sometimes derive from the record. The data warehouse database system must be able to perform loading data directly from the tool. तो जो warehouse system आप बना रहे हैं वो डेटा को डायरेक्टली लोड कर सके इन टूल्स को यूज करके. नेक्स्ट इज योर डेटा प्लेसमेंट स्ट्रेटेजी. डेटा प्लेसमेंट स्ट्रेटेजीज आर यूज्ड व्हेन योर डेटा वेयरहाउस ग्रोज. ठीक है, जब वो डेटा वेयरहाउस हमारा साइज में बढ़ता है तो हमें डेटा प्लेसमेंट स्ट्रेटेजीज नीडेड होती हैं. एंड देयर आर 2 टाइप्स ऑफ डेटा स्ट्रेटेजीज. The one is to put some of the data into the warehouse and into another storage media. ठीक है, ये डेटा को आप warehouse में लिखिए into another मतलब कुछ और भी storage media में भी store कर लें. Okay. The second option is to distribute the data in the data warehouse across multiple servers. जो आपका warehouse है उसी के partition आप क्या करते हैं अलग-अलग server पर reside करें. So data placement strategies is used